Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. You already know we've been building, ladies and gentlemen. We're already in the building. Texas boy, y'all all right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, greetings, peace, and blessings. Um, I want to ask you, please make sure you like and subscribe. Before we say anything else, please like and subscribe. I tell you the God honest truth. I have been shadow banned. I have been blocked. These people follow me, they watch me, they tag my emails, they go through my emails, um, they collect data on me. I've been going through this in my life for many, many years, and it's a wonder that I'm not receiving medical treatment anymore because it is scary when your government, because you decide to realize that we're living in a somewhat of an artificial insemination in America, where you got to start watching us and monitoring us. That's scary. So please like and subscribe. Please help me out. I'm not asking nobody for no money. I don't ask people for no cash app. Also, check out my latest book, Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Available on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. An incredible story of a young boy's incredible journey into Pangea after it becomes Middle Earth, after it becomes a place that's controlled by the Lord of the Rings, Saturn, which many movies are made of, including the movie Lords of the Rings, the one that you see on television. It's really a story about Saturn. Ladies and gentlemen, I have taught many, many people all over the world. My brain has been slowed down as well because I was placed on medicine when I was a youth. I was put in the G building and I was incarcerated in Rikers Island. I never caught any felonies. And this was a regular event. This was some of the racism that was left over from the 1960s, the 1950s, and the 1950s. They decided to start putting young black boys, and Robert Kennedy talked about this. They were trying to give us autism, they were giving us shock treatments, and they were putting us on Ritalin medicine. I was one of the young kids who was placed on Ritalin medicine, which slowed down my speaking. Half of the stuff that I knew, I forgot. I used to get skipped from grade to grade to grade, and these people put me on medicine, really messed up my brain. How y'all doing? Peace and blessings. Please make sure y'all subscribe, like, please show support. I really do need y'all. Honestly, for some of y'all who are magas, some of y'all who really know what I'm talking about, you know how these people are. They shadow ban you. It's a whole real thing, and they've been after me, my bank accounts, using the attorney general against me, the solicitor general against me, making it to where you can't get jobs. Like, I've never been turned down by so many jobs in my lifetime. These people are dangerous, okay? They're very dangerous. And thank God a lot of this is going to get cleaned up. But I wanted to ask y'all a question since we family now and y'all support me. I like to say what's up to Kat. What's up to Zimu 44/7. I thank you so much. A Black Mega, we got that coming. I want to ask y'all a question. I've been thinking, and I think we need a dictator in this country. I'm being honest with you. Now, some people they're gonna say, bro, come on, you lost me, you're going too far. No, I want you to think about something. Do you have a do button, a done button? I want you to think about this. We have watched Xi Jinping in China stay in office over 10, damn near 15 years. And look how China has risen their cities. Think about this. They have taken over, they dwarf their train stations. I can show you guys videos. Guys, you will fall on your face. They're not telling the American people, we are already not the world power no more. Okay, if we want to make it great again, and this is why Trump said we need to start investing in new cities, making new cities that we've never had, smart cities, because he know what is really happening. Russia has had in power Vladimir Putin for what? Over 15, 20 years. Look at Russia. Their weapon manufacturer, they have new cities that just sprung up. They are in control. Their economy is out of this world. They're stabilized because they did not continue to change their presidency. Democracy is killing us. It is fake. Every time we switch presidents, what is it? Now, for all you people who are ignorant and you don't realize how deep I am, bear with me. I suffer. My brain, I've had one stroke already. These people have put things, they've done me dirty. That's why I don't eat nothing left over that's in my house. I don't trust them. Okay. I got to follow the code if I'm going to stay alive. But think of it. What do we say every year? It's the lesser of two evils. So why not become a dictatorship? If both parties are being controlled by the same entity, what's going on, Jake? It says yes, but the people live terrible, live in general in China. No, they don't. And that's it's time we stop telling people this. Okay, we used to feel sorry for these people, talking about they in sweatshops and China need to be ashamed of themselves. China was sitting up there laughing at us like, they think we're in sweatshops. These people have elegance. These people live in they've shown them on TikTok. They live in apartments where trains run through their apartment, just like this. And the kid, this is real. This is not fake, by the way. Their apartments, yes, they knew how to suffer just like we did. We grew up seven, eight kids in one apartment, eating peanut butter and jelly, eating mayonnaise sandwiches. China has done that until they can get on top and can do better. But do not believe that these people is living poor. They ain't got nothing. They have good drinking water. They have better train stations than we do, better airports, better roads, better tunnels, better bridges. They have better education than we do. They're working on getting better medicine than we do. They have stricter laws. They have less drug addicts, less people incarcerated. What the hell is Americans talking about? People are living way better than us in China, in Japan, in Dubai, in Singapore. They have sold us a lie that somehow these countries are not, they live bad in Russia. You're lying to yourself. In South Africa, they live better than us. Here's the problem. Many of you, no disrespect, have not got your passport and went out and checked some of these places. Now, I honestly believe we need a dictator for once in our life. Now, if you go by, the definition, FDR was our first dictator, and he set this country right. What did FDR do? The first thing FDR did was he got rid of the deep state, he cleared the swamp. He made sure Europe did not have control over America the way that they used to, like they used to before. They lost control. He bought back the land from the government and he gave it back to the people. This is what FDR did when they gave him more than two terms. President Trump needs at least 12 years to fully cleanse the United States, write it into law. You cannot go past 12 years. But we need an American president, and maybe 12 is going too far, but he needs 8 more years, just like FDR. He needs to cleanse this country. He needs to cleanse the FBI. He needs to cleanse the court system. He needs to cleanse the deep state. Washington, D.C. needs to be cleaned out like never before. Our capital needs to be returned back to Pennsylvania. Washington, D.C. needs to be shut down. No more capital. The State House, Capitol Hill, all of it is moving back to Pennsylvania. We're closing this Virginia left wing liberal Washington, D.C., which is not even really part of the states. Okay, they're making it like a foreign government, just like the Federal Reserve. That is why we're not in control of our country. Okay, foreigners are coming in. Why are you getting mad? Your country is a foreigner. America is not the country you think it is. It's a foreign flag. Okay, that's why most of the flags have the gold trimming around it, or we going by maritime law. We're not going by SCOTUS, which is the Supreme Court and which is the law of the land. We don't follow that law. Basically, right now, to be honest with you, did you not know England is running this country? If you don't know that, quietly, The Europeans are running this country, and Trump knows it, and he wants them. This is over. They're not running this country anymore. Quietly, England, the European construct, is running Canada as well. That's why Trump said, "Why don't you become the 51st state? Basically, turn over your rights and tell England you're done with them." England runs Canada. We've talked about this before many times over. So really, the Europeans, they're running, in some cases, India still. They're trying to run stuff in Dubai still. If you don't know that, I'm here to tell you, I live there. Okay, don't be fooled that the English, the British is not running shit overseas. They're running almost everything in Africa. Okay, so again, America, that's what a deep state is. It is the foreign government being able to operate in this country without you detecting it and knowing it. Okay. And it has latched on to the Democratic Party, and it has used them to do its bidding. And guess what? They have the ultimate authority. And this is what the American people know. So I'm saying we need a dictator. We need a president who is empowered by the people, a super president who have all authority to do what he needs to do as long as it does not violate the law. He needs the power to clean up immigration. He needs the power to clean up our justice system, our court system. Make sure that the dollar is firm. Think about it. Why wouldn't we want a dictator? America has brainwashed us. Okay, you're brainwashed to think we don't need a dictator. If every year you keep saying that both parties are corrupt, why not just get a dictator then? If both parties are the lesser of two evils, why not have a dictator? See, you're thinking now, right? It wouldn't do us any difference if we had one guy who stayed in office. Guess what? America would be great again. Because guess what? All of them 5 and 6 term senators, you up out of here. You fired. We're gonna get our debt down finally. Okay. All of this selling our debt to different countries. Okay, we're gonna stop flipping countries, turning them over. Okay, and then country, nation building. That shit is over. Okay, that's what needs to happen. I believe we need a dictator. For once in our life, we need to have a serious conversation. And guess what? We're not a socialist country, but guess what? Americans started talking about, yo, I want socialism. When Bernie Sanders came in, they started considering it. Same thing with universal health care. We said, we don't do universal health care. Hell no. They said, well, you know what? It's Obamacare. Why not say, okay, guess what? Let's have a dictator. President Trump gets to stay in until 2032 or 2030. Give the man 6 years, an extra 2 years. That's fair enough. He'll become the first awesome dictator in my time. Let's see what he said. Jake said, you're not looking far enough. First of all, we've looked far enough and we're at the end of the road of our country. We've been looking over 240 something years, 250 years. This country has failed in democracy. Every president that has come has either been lopsided, have been corrupt, misunderstood, racist, a slave owner, an idiot. Okay. You had about 3 or 4 of them who were great, and they should have had longer terms. One was Reagan. Reagan should have had a way longer term. The other one was Nixon. The other one, FDR, he managed to get them. Okay, Teddy Roosevelt, another one. One of my favorite presidents is Teddy Roosevelt, and probably Kennedy. Kennedy should have been able to go a little bit longer. Now, get this: every one of the good presidents, what happened to them? They get shot, like Lincoln. Okay, like Kennedy, the good ones, and the corrupt ones, they keep coming in and out of office and they're no good. America does not know how to be honest with itself. We're scared to look in the mirror and have an honest conversation with ourselves. So, again, when you say we're not looking far enough, Jake, you got to understand we are talking about democracy in this country. First of all, we need a new pitch. I'm tired of democracy. I want to put it out like a cigarette. It does not work. And we need to stop forcing people to take democracy. Look what we have done under democracy. We got more liquor stores and more vape shops in a democracy than we have libraries. Okay? On every corner. We got more check cashing places and chicken stores in minority communities than anything else. Okay? We got 3 times the rent in communities where jobs don't even pay people, from Panera Bread, Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Lowe's, Home Depot. They don't pay 3 times. How the hell is we paying? We got a country that charge you to go to Oklahoma to New Jersey, Dubai prices. This country has failed. It is just an open market for immigrants, and we don't want to tell the American people the truth. We think that we are somebody, meaning like we're Emiratis or we are the native Saudis being an American. You're not. We're just a customer. And as soon as we're not old enough to work, soon as we're not old enough to operate the machine, they bring in the next batch or our kids to come take our place. Look at the food in every gas station, almost every supermarket. Everything is genetically modified. How much more time do we need to let America run? We're going to all be held accountable on Judgment Day that we let a country this big with this much power corrupt, kill, and destroy people's anatomies. Look at the education. Trump was right. We're almost last out of almost all nations. How much more time does America need to get their shit together? In this great nation, women just got the right to vote not too long ago. We just integrated water fountains not too long ago and let black artists be able to keep their face on their records. So, again, how much time do we need in America? We need a man like Trump to stay in office at least 6 years. Clean up the voting process. Get prepared, both parties, let it be fair. Let's get the judicial system right. Let's get our morals back intact. Okay. We have lost our morality. Okay. Schools have gone too far. Okay. Even other nations that are our quote unquote allies, they condemn us. They say, what are you running here? A slave business? That's not reforming criminal justice. You're locking these people up for longer than they should be. Your country is filled with the most decadent, filthiest, social life that's putting these people in jail, first of all. Okay, because it's a vicious cycle. Okay, you've deliberately put these people in poverty, in projects. You gave them affirmative action. You created the welfare state, the federal government. You used the CIA to bring drugs in their community. You destroyed them when they had it going and popping, from Black Wall Street to Black Bottom Detroit. Now they're effed up, and now you say to yourself, it's a no, we've got to fix this. And that's why I love President Trump. When he said your communities look like shit, I was like, I love that man. Because he was the first president to tell us the truth. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like my president said to the black community, we look like crap. Our leaders are corrupt. Don't blame nothing on no white man. I don't want to hear that shit. This has got nothing to do with white folks. This ain't got nothing to do with slavery. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that stuff. This is a people refusing to take responsibility. And as I say to people, there's nothing wrong with our hardware. There's nothing wrong with our hardware. There's something wrong with our software. Do you understand? There's something wrong with our software. The reconstruction of the slave that happened the last time happened through the church. Black women have been reconstructed, and their eating habits, their dietary is not something a black man want. Their weight is not something a black man want. Their ideology is not what we want. Their policies and the way they see politics, black men don't like it. The way that they worship God and the religious concept that they construct, the black man does not like it. A true black man that's not forced by removing his father and giving his mother 30 years of his life under her being the dictator of that home and forcing us into this. We don't like what, and this was the first show. We broke away from the Democratic Party. We're breaking away from black women. We haven't been even marrying them. Unfortunately, I don't mean no disrespect, but you've heard them complaining. All the black men are going to the white girls, going to the Hispanic girls, Arabs, and everybody else because someone reconstructed you and talk about this is black love. That's why I said with Pat Poose and Remy Ma, I don't want no damn black woman like that. This bitch is a thug with a whole gold chain on, talking reckless with some good pussy. Who? I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want her no masculine nigga talking about no. And that's what has killed the black community as well. The reconstruction of the black community was basically our mind, making us think that white people is a problem, making us understand that our fathers are no good, foreigners are terrible, the country owes us something. We need 40 acres and a mule. This is all the reconstruction of the slave, by the way. Always begging and asking for something, hanging out in your pajamas while foreigners are coming in, starting businesses and getting homes because your ass is sitting around and your credit is fucking bad and you need your woman to drive you to work because you got 7 tickets you can't get. This is the reconstruction of the slave. They have been basically destroyed by the federal government. Again, you brought the drugs in their community. You relegated them to poverty. You tore down their financial districts. You removed their fathers out of the home. If any of you get a chance, please Google this: welfare state and slash black women. Welfare state slash black women, or welfare state slash black community. You can do it on YouTube, Facebook, Google, whatever you want, and you'll see what I'm talking about. We have been a social engineered community, and Trump was the first person to tell us the truth. Now do you see why I get in trouble? Now do you see why they keep blackballing me? They keep preventing me from going viral, preventing my videos from moving. Nobody wants to hear a black person talk like this, that's young, that's modern, that can see through the smoke screens of the Black Caucus. The Black Caucus? Are you kidding me? The Black Church? Black Lives Matter? Respectfully, in my opinion, most of these organizations are either terrorist organizations or they have been corrupted. And they're pushing lies, filth, decadence, hate in the Black church. And they do it in the name of Jesus and will sit there and shout like ain't nothing ever happened. I'm telling you what it is. Black Lives Matter, same thing. Acting like they fighting for justice and you ripping the people off. You spreading hate. You spreading racist stuff. I mean, this is real. Let me see what Jake said. You just sit here and yap, or do you answer questions? What's your question, Jake? Because I've been trying to answer your question. What is your question, Jake? Because you don't seem to have any good answers. You're not asking me anything. I'm here to answer any questions. In fact, I got a big TV. Let me just let you know. So when my partner is ready, we're gonna actually be able to let y'all come on television and put it right here, and you can answer questions live. You can actually call up, and so we're gonna have discussions. I'm just getting this started right now. Yes, it is a really easy fix for me because you're talking about a young black man who grew up over 44 years, and I did not see my mother or my father, my grandparents have a passport. When I was like, wait a minute, I did some statistics of black American statistics. Over 85% of us when I was growing up did not have a passport. Imagine that. 85% of African Americans with no passport. 99.9% of every other culture has a passport. When you're born in Mexico, it comes with your birth certificate, your social security. It just comes with it. You don't even got to apply. In Africa, you don't even got to apply. Just go down and pick it up. Just show them your information. You was born here, and they give it to you. Look at the social engineering that's going on. I have watched for over 30 something years in Detroit, in Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Baltimore, Maryland. I done lived in New York. I done lived in New Jersey, Texas, California, Chicago, Illinois. Anywhere you go, cookie cut. Just like Boar's Head in everybody's refrigerator, the black community is created the same, like the trees in your neighborhood in every state. Broken down, check cashing places is there, over policed, Black women running the community. This is a federal government experiment. Nobody's hating on the government. We telling it as it is. And shame on America if you don't want to clean this shit up. It's time that we fix these god doggone problems because they're taking up our budget. Okay, they're still holding racism over people's head. Let's get rid of that foolishness. Tired of it. Niggas still standing on the corner. You gave them the drugs, got rid of the Panthers, got rid of all of the guardrails that was there that kept the black community clean. Okay, you know what those movies are. You saw them. Burn down churches and goofy shit like that. Yes, it was not a white thing. Of course, it was a system, a governmental thing. So all I'm saying is, if we're gonna clean up this country, we need to get a man in office who we can trust. Somebody who not only is going to clean up social issues, he knows how to fix our infrastructure at the same time. I want to give Trump the same type of time that Xi Jinping have. And I guarantee you America will turn around. Russia did it. They kept switching out elections and they realized, no, we're not following America no more with no fucking democracy. F that. Let's have some of our people staying here for at least 12 years and get shit cleaned up. Okay. And guess what? All of the countries with democracy shuffling in and out prime ministers, they are the most corrupt. They got wars in everybody country. Their peoples are messed up. And the countries who have the more stable, they have better morals, better education. And you talk about North Korea. Send some North Koreans over here and put them in Walmart and Target. I bet you they outperform every white and African American here. Guarantee you. Put him in a laundromat. Put him in Jack in the Box. Put him on a construction. Our education sucked. America, again, is not ready to face the truth. Philippines come here. Their brains are brilliant. Nigerians come here. And we try to teach Americans that these people are ignorant, they dumb, they backwards, and they're not. We're the ones ignorant, dumb, and backwards. And the moment we tell the truth, the black community will clean up like this. The moment we tell the truth, them niggas, Charleston White was right. Look how messed up the community is because we allow it. Look at how messed up and low down the women is. Let's see what Jake said. Because Jake, he be tripping. Let me see. It says move to a country with a no. How about we're not moving nowhere. You move to a country that's not going to change. This is my country, my land. I'm indigenous. Okay. I never came from Africa. First of all, you're talking to somebody who know better, Jake. So you need to check yourself. Okay. Seriously, I was here from the very beginning. Okay. I know what this land used to be before the 240 something years plus before the Europeans got here. So you could use television to paint Native Americans the way you want, but I know I am the Native American. I'm not stupid. So you find somewhere else to trip on somebody. Secondly, I'm not moving nowhere. You need to move. And it's about time we clean this country up and change it for the better. You want to keep a broken, insane system running that is contaminating our waters with fluoride, contaminating our food, and keep it going and keep passing this down to our children. It's not going to happen. We're going to clean this country up, and we are going to have a president who we put in office for at least 6 years. And that will be a dictator. So what? 6 years worth of dictatorship will clean this country up. I'm sick of people, and I know Jake is white. I can get because they the only one talk to tell somebody else to move when everybody was here before you got here, and you always the first one to tell somebody to move. I don't get that. Even Trump said on national TV, "I'm an immigrant." Trump said that. Study his roots, where he from. Study Newt Gingrich, where he from. Rudolph Giuliani, and this is why I'm so necessary. We need to start checking not only black people. Get your ass off the corner. Do something. Pull yourself off from your bootstrap. We need to start checking white people. Who you think you is? This ain't your country, nigga. We wrote everything, built most of everything, created that flag. We created the Republican Party. You like that it was conservative and how black people were getting married, they were pushing the Lord. You came over and bought us out and took over the party, and now you got people thinking white folks started the Republican Party. Ignorant, because they don't know what happened before the Mississippi flood. Do you know what happened before the Mississippi flood? There was not one Democrat in this country before the Mississippi flood. And they told, well, there was a switcheroo. No, there wasn't no switcheroo. You took over the party, kicked the men out of the home, brought in the old Lyndon Baines Johnson. Come on, am I lying? Y'all know it, which was the welfare state. Clinton got in, added to it, so did Biden, and they was doing eugenics on us. Bro, you think we don't know our history because we watch football? Okay, you think black women are the only smart people in this community? We know, in fact, more than what they know. Black women don't know nothing about no foreign policy. When the last time you heard black women talk about foreign policy? When the last time you heard black women talking about agriculture, farming? They don't, because they don't know it. That's why they want black men out of the way, because we know about these things. We know about war. We know about ships and planes and how economies work. We understand hardship, the bartering system, before the money system that we put, the Bretton Woods system. But I don't know who you think you're talking to, cuz I am really a very bright young man, brother. And this ain't no dissing. Like, I can tell you about every single congressman that has ever been here. I can tell you about what monies we had, what stamps we had on the monies. I can tell you about the executive mansion, which is also called the White House. That's another name for it. How you want this? I could tell you how our law is always in Latin, and that's why you need a lawyer, because most of us don't understand the maritime yitterish that they're speaking. I mean, seriously, you call it the Supreme Court. I know it's called SCOTUS. I know it's called POTUS. It's not just the president, bro. I know this country in and out. So be careful who you're talking to, brother. Democracy is killing us. Do you even know where that word comes from? The word democracy. It means riot and demonic. Do you know what Columbia means? The District of Columbia? Of course you don't. Because that's not, that's not your concern to know what the District of Columbia is and what the Statue of Liberty really is. Who is that really a picture of? That's not your concern. People like you want to sell a dream to people instead of fixing it. And I'm trying to tell people there ain't no American dream. It's an American nightmare. The same thing that Dr. King realized. They only play, I have a dream. Why don't you play when he said, I have a nightmare?
Democracy is what makes this country the best in the world. No, it's what's destroyed this country. Because when we was a republic, we didn't have this problem. The moment you switch to democracy, we forgot all about the republic, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. The moment we brought in democracy, that's why you never hear. When is the last time you heard a politician say, we are, I'm gonna do a talk just on that for Jake. I'm gonna look out for Jake. I'm gonna end this one, I'm gonna start another one. It said, yes, the last few decades have been rough, but this was been less democracy. This is problems. Okay? Jay, it says, homie doesn't realize the only reason he's able to get online and talk about this is because he lives in the free democracy. No, you're wrong. First of all, our republic is what gave us the Constitution, not democracy. Democracy came in the same time they started taxing us. That's how much you don't know. I'm gonna teach you, Jake. Democracy came into this country the same time in 1913 when they start taxing us. We was not supposed to be taxed. We was not supposed to be a democracy. We are a republic, and we was not supposed to have our money on the Federal Reserve. When those things came in, that's when democracy comes in. Look how pow, that's what, pow, bang, that's a Terrence Crawford right there, bro. You just got educated. Democracy came in the same time when they started taxing us, and the same time when the Federal Reserve removed our money off of the gold standard. That's an educational lesson for you right there, Jake. Secondly, let me just make something clear to you. democracy have never been a good idea for this country. Okay, democracy is what destroyed this country. When is the last time you heard Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, or any politician say, "We are a republic. Let's act like it"? They always talking about this is democracy, democracy. Democracy is part of the shadow government that is operating in America behind the scenes, and they're using democracy like how you have the United States of America and you have America, one a corporation out of Delaware. He like, damn, that nigga smart. And the other one is our actual republic. Bro, you need to wake up. The republic is what is killing us. The democracy is what's killing us. Democracy is what's got us nation building. Democracy is what's got these borders open and people just flowing through here. Democracy is what got these jails filled up. Okay, taxation without representation. That's democracy fucking us up. Okay, democracy got niggas drunk. Okay, democracy is the problem, and it's time we wake up and realize that. Just like the Board of Education, it is a useless. Well, I grew up under the Board of Education. Board of Education, it don't mean nothing. It still was not right. Even if you grew up in segregation, you grew up with democracy. That don't make it right. I grew up under all white presidents. That don't mean it was right. Democracy has went around raping people's countries from Haiti on down to Ireland, you name it. That's democracy does not work. And that shows us how messed up we are as a country when we can't create another system of governance. Think about that, Jake. Huh? I didn't hear nothing. Hello? What does that tell you? If you were willing to die, even Rome didn't have no democracy. Rome had a republic. The Greeks had a republic. Most countries today is a republic, even though they say it's the republic of whatever. Meaning that they have their original people and everybody else comes in and visit and they take your ass home. The Emiratis in Dubai is the republic. Pakistan is the republic. The Pakistani people, your ass can come visit, have a child there with somebody, but that's their republic. Singapore, that's their republic. America is supposed to have black Americans, Native Americans, and white folks. That is the republic. Everybody else is here visiting, and we're supposed to have generational, long-lasting wealth, and it does not operate like that because of democracy. It is a greedy, deep state, shadow, European system that is working in our country. That is why. Jake, I'm gonna stop right there because, brother, you don't need this type of work. I don't want to give you this type of work, Jake. You ain't ready for this type of work. But that's how you get us out of Pennsylvania, because we was a republic when we was in Pennsylvania. When they moved us to Washington, D.C., say, man, you ain't ready for that type of work. You ain't ready for that type of work. When they took us off the gold standard, you ain't ready for that type of work. You ain't ready for that type of work, Jake. Bro, this country is a republic for which it stands. One nation, no democracy. Democracy is the shadow government that laps this country. The Federal Reserve is a note. It is not that. It is not real money. It laps our real money. It is just a note, a bill. When you get a mortgage, it's not the allodial title. You can't, come on, fam. You gotta get better than that, Jake. You come get on here with me. Let me school you, man. Let the people watch. Let me give you some body shots. You're gonna see why they don't let me move forward, because I know a lot. I've studied this. My people come before me who were great. They educated me, brother. Listen, man. You gotta learn, brother. You gotta learn, brother, because you right now, you think you know, and you let them sell you that concept of America, and you scared to look at America. I used to be scared to look at America too, the same way I was scared to look at the black community. It was just too easy to say it's the white man's fault, and I start saying, "No, it ain't white. White people ain't did shit to us." What you mean, look at the black community? What you mean they ain't did nothing to them? I knocked your ass up, boy. What they did something? No, they did not. Your ass did something. That's why you don't talk to your children about wealth today. Finance. You ain't got no goddamn stores to give them. You don't teach them about horticulture, farming, kicking them out the house. You don't help your own. You destroy your own and then blame it on somebody else. I don't like to hear that shit. I'll fasten your lip. Why you getting angry then? Why you want to fight all the time? Why can't you look in the mirror? We're afraid of the truth. The black community has been afraid of the truth for a long time. It's a disease. When you can't look at your filth in your neighborhoods and say, yo, we effed up, man. Every time you talk to a black person, how you doing? I'm blessed. With what? I'm blessed. You out your goddamn mind, nigga. You ain't blessed. Y'all niggas is dying from preventable diseases, obesity. Goddamn kids is being miseducated. You don't know where you are. You don't know who your father is. You don't do Ancestry.com. You don't have dual citizenship. You the only nation under the sun that don't have your picture on a dollar bill or a $10 bill or a coin. Talking about you looking for liberty instead of sovereignty. Come on, y'all stop playing with me, man. Y'all stop playing with me, man. Y'all stop playing with me, fam. Now you see what? I'm not young Pharaoh. I'm not Three God. I'm not Brother Polite. I'm not Dr. Umar. I'm smarter than those brothers. That's exactly why they do what they do to my channel. Because I'm not out here pushing some dumbass black queen and black this and black love. Nigga, please. I told niggas black love don't work. The last time you had black love was in the 70s and the 60s when black men was up there with them suits, the Temptation, doing all of this. That's when black love was real. We ain't got no goddamn black love. We ain't got no good damn fathers, basically. We ain't got no good granddaddies, no good big mamas. Why don't somebody come out and just say, you know what, we fucked up. Let's just fix this shit. Because guess what? You got to look in the mirror. You can't blame white folks anymore. And the same thing with white people. Say, look at this country. We done fucked up. We done fucked up the military. We went all around the world doing all this other bullshit. We got war crimes. Let's clean this shit up. No, we ain't did nothing. No, this country fine. We had a right to do everything we did. That's when you become sick. You're sick. Black people are sick. When they start hating white people because of some shit that was here before your time, talking some slavery and shit, man, shut up and get your ass in school, fool. You need to kick your ass to the Senate, dummy. Get you a law degree. The fuck about no racism? We against the white man. Nigga, you better get your ass in class, fam. Don't worry about no goddamn white man. The white man gonna take care of him's goddamn self. The universe gonna take care of all of that. You need to get your shit together. I ain't the white man gonna come. I ain't voting for this shit. This ain't my country. I hate the flag. Why? You don't even know who created the flag. You big dummy? You don't know nothing. You don't. You just running off what somebody told you. Well, I thought the white man created it. I bet you thought the white man created the light bulb too. I bet you thought he created the automobile too, didn't you? You can't play with me. I know how this country run. And I know who put together the cotton gin, who created the clock, and everything else. So you basically running a crazy narrative. Let's keep it real. All I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, if we gave Trump more time in office, he can fix some of this shit. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, in this country, we are sick. Morally, mentally, emotionally, and we keep trying to run the same old democracy system that is destroying us. And we said out our own mouth every time, I ain't voting for them niggas. They the lesser of two evils. Wait a minute, so both of them evil? Yeah. They always give us the ones that they want us to choose. So the shit is fucked up then, right? Yeah. So why not just keep a dictator? Well, because, guess what? See, ain't no other country gonna let you speak like this. And ain't no other country gonna give you pornography like we do too. Ain't no other country gonna let you go down there and get a hamburger. And there's no other country gonna got cancer like we do. Huh? No other country ain't gonna let you go get that girl phone number. And no other country is putting shit in your food the way we are. Come on now. Come on. They ain't want me to preach. Come on. Ain't no other country gonna let you go down to the store and get a sweater. And no other country gonna incarcerate you like us too. No other country selling the amount of alcohol we selling. No other country. Come on, stop playing. Got the prostitution we got. Come on. It's a play. It's a play. You got freedom to do what? Go out there and get high with any fucking drug out there, get you some fentanyl? That's freedom? You got freedom to get a fucking cell phone with cancer in the goddamn phone? That's freedom to you? You have become corrupt. You're sick in your head, ladies and gentlemen. Some of them out there are sick. That ain't freedom. That's your concept of freedom. Meanwhile, your phone calls are tapped. Homeland Security watching you. That's freedom? You got us fucked up, bro. We not stupid, bro. You go to the court system, they take away your fucking kids. You a custodial parent. That's freedom to you, nigga? Are you crazy? Somebody call the cops on you. We will never have freedom in this country. Anytime a woman can manipulate the judicial system and the law going to lean her way, don't tell me about no gay rights. Don't tell me about no black versus white. It's all fucked up. You will never have equality in a country where you can't even be equal with women. If I call the cops and say she hit me, they going to let me investigate. Let me see. She calls, say I hit her, put your hands behind your back. Don't even talk. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. Don't resist. You gone. We go to the court. How you doing, sir? We both made this child here. I gave her the sperm, which is millions of dollars. She had an egg and everything. And then the child is born here. We paid for everything. And, we get out the courtroom, it's her child, and you send those payments in. That's all it is to it. Next case. What the fuck is this? That's freedom to you? Cuz you got it all messed up, baby. Go take any bag of chips and turn it around and look at all that shit in there that's killing this country. And that's freedom to you? We ain't even got enough chickens in this world for the amount of chickens we selling in America. That's freedom to you? You see what I'm saying? They can sell it to you. But when somebody tell you the ingredients, then they, oh, no, it's just a cake. Well, what the fuck is in the cake? Oh, well, little eggs, okay. What about the coloring? Little I-975, huh? Little I-975, what's that? Well, it's some shit that comes out of parasites. We just use it for coloring, that's it. And how the hell did the chicken get that big? Well, some of the corporations, they just injected it a little bit, that's all. Got us fucked up. Yo, y'all like and subscribe, man. Y'all look out for your boy, man. So I could punish people like Jake. Jake is the problem. What's wrong with this country? Jake has lost his goddamn cotton picking mind. He's the type of young man who believes that this country has given us everything. And you know what? It's the people who've given us everything. It's not the goddamn people who are up there making the laws, okay? Those people messed it up. Okay? Don't lie to yourself. This ain't Rome. For the glory of Rome. Nigga, please. Okay? We need to fix this country. And if we're going to do it, we're going to have to do it together.